Summer Olympic fever is in the air. And on today's episode, we're stepping back on the mat with Kayla Harrison, a two-time Olympic gold medalist and MMA champion. Discover how this world-class athlete embraced her most rewarding role yet, motherhood. Tune in as we explore Kayla's incredible journey from conquering the world of sports to becoming a supermom after adopting her niece and nephew in extraordinary circumstances. Secure your spot in the collective's inner circle and join our waitlist now. Don't miss out on this life-changing opportunity to become a part of the collective, an exclusive wellness community at thediscoverydoc.com. By joining our waitlist, you'll gain insider status, unlocking access to invaluable resources, knowledge, and the perks that only come to our most dedicated followers. Here's what you'll get by signing up today. Regular updates on progress and launch times for transformative courses and community events. Not to mention our community. Insider tips and resources delivered straight to your inbox, empowering your wellness journey like never before. Exclusive offers and early access to the collective, ensuring you never miss a beat on your path to optimal health. Don't let this chance slip away. Visit thediscoverydoc.com right now and click Yes, I want to be an insider to secure your spot on our waiting list. Transform your wellness journey today and become a part of the collective's inner circle. Welcome to the Discovery Doc podcast. I'm your host, medical mystery overachiever, Anna Kate, alongside my co-host, Dr. CC, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Join us as we uncover 3 profound discoveries from Kayla Harrison's journey into motherhood, including her abrupt transition into parenting, her personal philosophy on raising children, and the vital role that support systems offer. Don't miss out on this inspiring conversation with Kayla Harrison. Her journey into motherhood offers valuable lessons for us all. Listen to episode 33 of the Discovery Doc podcast for the full conversation. Ready? Let's discover together.
A long time. And so she was, grieving and I knew that I was capable. It was during COVID. I didn't have a fight. And none of that was even in my head. It was just like, I just was overwhelmed with this, I was like, I've got to get these kids. I've got to take these kids. I have to. I had never, I was the fun aunt before. I would go pick up Kayla and she'd come stay with me for the summer and I'd take her to Disney and she'd stay up late and we'd have sleepovers and I'd hop her up on sugar and then I'd be like, all right, I'll see you. We'd FaceTime but I had never been a mom. And I was scared shitless. First of all, I didn't know I hadn't spent a ton of time with Emery. Emery was actually born in prison. There's a program where the moms can keep the kids. And so for the first 6 months of his life, he was in prison. And then my sister got out. She ended up breaking parole. You can't take the kids back in. So Emery went to stay with my mom. And a couple months later, he came to stay with me. But I hadn't spent a ton of time with him, hadn't spent a ton of time around. My ex had a daughter who I'm grateful for that experience because she taught me that I could love something that I, more than I ever imagined that I didn't give birth to. She taught me about unconditional love. But yeah, I was a mess. They were a mess. It was super traumatic for them. And, looking back, I wish that I had handled it a little bit differently, especially for my daughter. We're finally getting to a place where it's better, but, she's in therapy but I didn't explain to her that she was coming to live with me. She thought she was just coming to visit again. And, Emery couldn't talk or anything at the time. Shush! Can you hear them? Can you hear them?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry. It's usually peaceful, but not when you're doing a podcast.
You went from that mess to a message and that you're the safe place for these kids and that they call you mom now because that's who you are in their life and you're that stable anchor and reference point that no matter what chaos happens in their life, they can come back to you as that safe space of, I know that mom is going to take care of me and whatever happens with your sister and their biological mother in the future, that yes, you'd hope that they'd have a healthy relationship in the future, but they will always have a healthy relationship with you, kind of no matter what. So what are your tips for other moms that have gone from zero to full family, or may feel unprepared or unqualified as a new mom? How do you, what are your tips for that?
I mean, the first thing that I'll say is none of us know what the hell we're doing. You know, like in my head, I thought like, oh my gosh, I'm so unqualified. I don't know anything. I've never, you know, I didn't give birth to them. Like, what if I'm not enough? What if I'm messing it up? What if I'm, you know, not the person? Like, none of us know what we're doing, whether you're a mom of 3 or you adopt, or you are preparing for your first child and you're scared shitless. Like, that's how we all feel all the time. Like, none of us know what we're doing. And you just do the best that you can. You just do the best that you can. And that is enough. And that is what those kids need. They need you to, number one, take care of yourself, because they learn how to love themselves based on how you love yourself. And number 2, they need you to be present, and they need your love. They don't need much else. My kids play, I am a multimillionaire and my kids play with Amazon boxes, you know, like they don't give a shit. Like they don't need anything other than your love and your time and your affection. Like that's it.
Are you, or do you know a mother-to-be? Transform your pregnancy and postpartum journey with the Ultimate Pregnancy and Postpartum Guide. Discover a wealth of essential resources and practical tips for healthy and joyful experience. This 30-page comprehensive guide is packed with must-have supplements, safe healing modalities, nourishing recipes, and expert advice to support you during pregnancy and beyond. This guide includes 2 exclusive bonuses. Bonus number 1, Home Birth Essentials Checklist. Ensure a smooth and stress-free home birth experience. Bonus number 2, Navigating Mastitis Naturally. Explore natural remedies to alleviate discomfort and promote healing. Don't miss out on this invaluable resource. Download the Ultimate Pregnancy and Postpartum Guide today and embrace a holistic approach to motherhood.
You know, and I didn't know that at first. I thought I had to be perfect and I had to feed them like this, like, you know. My daughter moved in. She was extremely, she was malnourished. She was underweight. She's petite to start with, but she was 6 years old and like 34 pounds. She didn't eat anything. She ate like mac and cheese, grilled cheese, and pancakes, you know? And I was like, I feel so bad. I made it my mission in life. I was like, I'm going to get this girl to eat protein. Like, we're going to bulk her up. I'm going to, you know, I was scared, you know, it was from a place of fear. Like I was terrified. I was like, she's not healthy. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I made all of our lives miserable for that first year. Like I was like, every dinner time, we all 3 would be crying. Like she would be crying to go home. She didn't want to be here. I would be crying because she was crying. Emery would be crying because I was crying. Like it was so hard. And I finally realized and let go of this like urge to control. I didn't know, like food was the one thing in her life she had control over at that time, right? Like this is a 6-year-old girl. Her mom has left her. Her dad doesn't exist. Her lovey was sick and in the hospital for months. Then all of a sudden Bob's dead. Now she's going to live with her aunt in Florida, but she doesn't even know she's just trying, like food was what she could control. And like, dude, one of my favorite things as a mom, like it makes me so happy. My kids will just come and say, hey, can I have a hug? And I'm like, hell yeah, you can. Come here, bring it in. Like Kyla will just be sitting there reading a book and she'll be like, Mom, can I have a hug? And I'm like, absolutely. Like, come here. How big, little, strong, small? Like, what do you want? I got them forever. You have all the hugs for me forever. And it's funny because now they do it to me. Like if I've had a bad practice and they can tell that I'm like, you know, I'm sad or I'm like weepy or, you know, Kylo or Emery, well, they'll just say, hey, mama. And I'm like, yeah, I love you. And I'm like, holy shit. Like I'm seen. Like not only am I seeing them and answering their needs, but like now my kids start to do it to me too. And I'm like, wow, like this is how change happens.
Yes, that's an insane feeling. I will, so two things that reminds me of is one, like Will and I are very different in how we process our emotions. Like Will has to take time to himself if he's like kind of getting to that heightened state. And so Ava's kind of like that too, where we'll be like, baby, do you just need a moment? Like it's totally fine to have these emotions. You can feel these emotions, but do you just need to go take some quiet time? And so now she's at the point where she'll be, Mommy, I just need some quiet time. Like I'm going to go take some time for myself. And then the other thing, she wrote me a note a couple of weeks ago. It was just a high stress time and she could sense it. And I really try hard for my kids not to be able to sense it. She wrote me a note while at school and it just, all it said was, Mommy, you're doing a great job and whatever you can't control, let God have.
Oh my God. I love her.
And I was like, what?
Out of the mouth of babes.
Yes.
Literally. Oh my God.
I know. I kept it. I'm going to keep it forever. But it's just like when you give them that space, and they really do. They take care of you just like you take care of them, and it is the most insane, rewarding feeling.
Mm-hmm. I saw something that said, you said that you try not to let your kids sense it, and I saw something that said, when you're going through the storm, make sure your kids don't get wet. And I was like, And I thought about it. And at first I was like, damn, that's really good. Like, I need to remember that. Like, make sure your kids don't get wet. Make sure your kids don't get wet. And then I realized, like, no, like, I'm their mom and we're a unit. And obviously, like, I don't want them to go through trauma or like but it's okay for me to be human in front of my kids. Mm-hmm. And it's okay for me to show myself love and show myself grace and show all of the parts of me, because they're like, there is no perfect human. We're not perfect. And that was the other big piece that I wanted to talk about today about being a mom, is that, like, dude, get yourself a tribe.
Thanks for tuning in to the Discovery Doc podcast. Remember, the path to optimal health takes knowledge, insights, and action. Keep seeking knowledge with us, and let's transform our health narratives together. Stay healthy, stay informed, and we'll connect with you again soon in our next episode. Until then, take care and continue piecing together your own health puzzle. Concerned about toxins lurking in your everyday products? It's time to make a switch to safer, healthier alternatives. Follow the Discovery Doc on social media to empower your wellness journey with expert tips, product recommendations, and valuable insights for a non-toxic lifestyle. Worried about the impact of harmful chemicals on your health? Struggle no more. Our social media platforms offer reliable guidance and support for making informed decisions about the products you use daily. Engage with our community, ask questions, and stay updated on the latest trends in sustainable living. Ready to transform your life? Join our collective waitlist and be the first to experience our upcoming community, filled with like-minded individuals on a similar path to wellness. At the Discovery Doc, we believe in creating a healthier and safer environment for you and your loved ones. Follow us at the Discovery Doc on all platforms today and embrace the journey towards a happier, non-toxic lifestyle. As we follow the treasure map to better health and wellness, let's pause to unravel a brief disclaimer. The information shared on this podcast is for general information and entertainment purposes only. While we, your Discovery Doc team, are here to help guide you through uncharted waters, we're not here to replace your doctor or healthcare provider. Think of us as your trusty first mates, deciphering the secrets of health knowledge together. Always consult with a qualified medical professional before digging up any action based on the content of this podcast. Just like the mysterious symbols on a pirate's map, this disclaimer may change from time to time, so be sure to check back for updates. Stay healthy, stay curious, and keep exploring the islands of wellness with the Discovery Doc.